Hi everyone, this is Muhammad Amir Khan, and today's topic is optimize join in SAP Hana. In today's video, we will cover what is optimize join and why optimize join is used. Apart from that, we also compare optimize join with dynamic join since there are few similarities. Uh, so we require to know the similarities and the differences also between the optimized join and dynamic join. Okay, let's start. So optimized join, it is just a property. It is not a joining type like left outer join or right outer join. It's nothing like that. It's just a property similar to dynamic join, which is used to improve the performances in SAP HANA. Okay, and it is also used to reduce the records at the early stage of processing. Okay, so we will come to know how we are improving the performances and how we are reducing the records at the early stage of processing. Okay, uh, there is some conditions to use optimized join. So one of the conditions is we need to request fields only from the left table, right? So we have a join node, okay, in which we have two tables, like every join node have two tables, and those two tables are connected, right? Join. So in the join node, only the fields which is required to display at the output should be taken from the left table only. Okay, this is one of the conditions. So if we do, generally what happens is it performs join pruning, right? So if I select the fields only from the left table, for example, it does not perform any join. Okay, so it directly displays the record to the next level load without performing any join, without checking the joining coordinality. Okay, fine. uh, and this is not the purpose of using the optimized join, to prune the join. We are using optimized join, it's not that purpose. So if you do a optimized join or not, it definitely prunes the data if you are taking the output fields only from the left table. Okay, again, join pruning is nothing but without performing the join, without checking the uh, referential integrity, it directly takes the record from the left table and displays into the next level of nodes. Okay, that is fine. So next point is, by default, without using optimized join, for example, if I'm not using the optimized join column property, I'm not enabling that flag, then what happens is that particular join groups by the group by clause takes place on the join key besides other output dimensions, irrespective of selecting the join key in the output or not. So what it says is, uh, let's say we have one join key. If you see the example, so I am taking three fields: sales order number, sales order name, and amount, right? So sales order number is a primary key, for example. Okay, so what the output gives me is, if I do not take the optimization join column flag enable. So if you see here, output with optimization join column off, if I'm not setting this flag, what it does is, if I'm taking only the sales order name and sales order amount, if I'm taking only these two fields, still it groups by sales order number, sales order name. Okay, even if I'm not taking the sales order number in the output, if I'm taking only sales order name and amount, the amount is grouped by sales order number and name both. Okay, you can see here on top of the template, SQL query, right? Sales order number, select sales order name, sum of amount from the CV, group by sales order number and sales order name. Okay, so if I group by sales order number and sales order name, definitely the duplicate sales order name displays as is since they have unique sales order numbers. So the group by takes place on sales order number and sales order name, right? So this happens when I don't select the optimization join column flag as I don't enable the optimization join column, right? So this happens. So what happens when I enable the optimization join column? You can see it on screen on top. So output with optimization join column on. So when I'm selecting the output for the fields sales order name and sales order amount, then what it does is the query group the amount only for sales order name. So you can see the SQL query below to the template. Select sales order name sum of amount from the CV, group by sales order name itself, group by sales order name alone. It is not grouping based on sales order number and sales order name. In spite of sales order number is a joining key. Okay, we are joining the two tables with the help of sales order number, right? So if we do not take the optimization join column flag as enable, if you are not enabling it, even if you take or if you do not take the sales order number, it definitely groups the measures upon that sales order number, upon that primary key, upon that key field. It groups on that key field along with the other dimension fields, right? So this is clear. So with the help of optimize join column, with the help of optimize join column, we are controlling the group by, on the primary key, on the key field. If we are selecting it in the output, then only it groups by that field also, that joining key field also. If we do not want that joining key field, for example, if we are not selecting it in the output, then we use the optimization join column flag. We need to enable that flag, which helps us to control our group by statement, which allow us to control the group by. I think this is clear. Okay, next move to the next points. So by default, without using optimized join, group by clause takes place on join key besides other output dimensions, irrespective of selecting the join key in the output or not. Okay, this is fine. So next point is we can avoid the group by on the key field if it is not selected in the output by enabling the flag for optimized join. Perfect. We have also discussed this, or we have also understood this with the help of example. And the next point is if the group by does not takes place, if the group by does not takes place on the key field, if it is not requested in the output, then it reduces the number of records processing at the early stage of the CV, which improves the performances. So if we are not doing group by, if you are not doing a group by for any of the field, for example, then it definitely improves the performances. Okay, so this is why we are telling that it reduces the performance, and it improves the performance, and it reduces the number of records processing at the early stage. This is the reason. Okay, yeah, I think it's clear. So next point is optimize join column is supported only for left join and text join with coordinality 1:1 or n:1, and also for right outer join 1:1 or 1:n, and also referential join. This is the criteria. Okay, so if we are using this criteria, then we are supposed to take the we are supposed to use the optimization join column flag as yes. Okay, and the next point is optimization join column are not supported for non-equi joins. So we join two tables with the help of sales order number. When we double click on that connection, the line between the two tables, then we have some property, non-equi join properties. We need to set it as equal. It is support only for the equi joins, right? Okay, and one cannot use the optimize join column option if the filters in the join key, if there are filters in the join key. This can be handled by introducing one additional projection and put filters there. Okay, so suppose SO number is our joining key. If we are applying the filter expression on SO number, then the optimization join column option cannot be used. Okay, if we have such criteria to take the filters on top on SO number or the key, then we can use one additional projection and we can handle that filters there. Okay. And the last point what I have mentioned is aggregation for the measure field should not be dependent on the key field. Okay, here in our example aggregation is dependent on the key field. So SO number, there is unique SO number, and if we are grouping by that SO number, the amount is different. If you are not grouping by that SO number, the amount is different. So in both the cases the amount is varying, so it is dependent on the key field. So if it is not dependent on the key field, then you can use the optimization join, or it is just based on the based on the requirement. If your requirement uh, is to get the aggregation of the amount based on the sales order number alone, sales order name alone, then you can go with optimized join. Yeah. So it is just based on the requirement. So we understood how it can be used, when it can be used, and it is improving the performance, and it is excluding the group by on the key field if it is not used in the output. So these all are the points which are concerning the optimization join. Okay, so we have seen the example. So we have 5 entries here, 2 entries for laptops and mobile and headphones. So we have amount. If we are taking the output of this, for example, if you are joining this other table with sales order number, let's say, and we are selecting these three fields, then what happens, two fields in the output, sales order number and amount, sales order name and amount, then it clubs the sales order name and aggregates the amount. So the group by done only on S1 name. If we are not taking the sales order number, even if it is a primary key, it is not grouping that when the flag is on for optimization join column. So in the same case, if we just off the optimization join column property, then it also groups by SO number and also SO name. So in that case, we have unique SO numbers. Because of that, because of grouping that, the duplicate laptop the duplicate names, SO names, laptops is coming twice. Okay, so you can see the output here. So this is how we get the output when we group by S1 number and S1 name. So this is the difference. So let's go to the next point. In the above example, sum of amount is dependent on the granularity. So because of that, the output of using with or without optimization is different. Okay, we need to use the optimized join where granularity does not impact the desired output. So the differences between optimized join and dynamic join. Okay, so dynamic join require more than one key, one join key. When you want to know on dynamic join, or when you want to understand dynamic join thoroughly, there is one more video I have uploaded for dynamic join, in which I have given a clear explanation about dynamic join. You can refer that video to understand it. Okay, so dynamic join require more than one join key, but optimized join requires only one join key. Okay, so yeah, dynamic join demands to select at least one join key column in the output, and the optimization join, we may or we may not select the join key. It is up to us, we may or we may not. And the third point is coordinality and equi join is required in optimized join, but not required in dynamic join, right? So we need to select the fields from the left table in the optimized join, but can select fields from both the tables, or both the left table and right table in dynamic join. Dynamic join works on inner join only, and optimization works on left text, right and referential joins, as we discussed in this video while explaining the examples and all. Yep. So these are the differences. The similarities are both dynamic and optimized join are used to improve the performance. These are the techniques which are used to improve the performances. So there are some other techniques also we will come to know in the further videos. So these are the two options by which we can improve the performances. It's purely based on your requirement. So if your requirement demands, or if your requirement can be fulfilled, then only we need to use these smartly. Okay, yeah. and the second one is it reduces the number of records processing at the early stage. Okay, in the both the cases, so the group by can be controlled, yeah, by this property. Okay, the group by on the key fields can be controlled by these properties. Okay, so hope this video is useful. So the video was becoming big, so because of that I just quickly covered the last points. So I think it is clear, and there is one point here about the coordinality. So I'll try to explain that coordinality part, like what is 1 is to 1, what is n is to 1, what is 1 is to n, and all. So I'll try to explain in my next videos. So till then, take care. Thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day.